Still talking, and I'm talking, and talking and talking. Still talking, and just waiting for this to work. And just seeing if it's working, and I hope that it is. What? I'm still supposed to be talking?
That was loud and clear, so I think you're good.
Okay.
But I'm still supposed to be talking, so know that you are live.
Oh, good.
Right. Can you hand me the charger, the white charger, and the white cord, please?
Which end do you need?
Thank you. Oh, see, mine's not even up right now. So this one, is live sport, but it's like it looked like figure. So that, but if your association does, and then and there's like 3 versions for hockey, but you can do the time and stuff too. It's like my time is cut off. I have to redo that. But anyway, so anyway, what I need to fix my scoreboard thing, but what do you want?
If you got time, like after the JV game, it's something I've been trying to do for weeks. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
What's your name?
Sarah.
Sarah. Nice to meet you. Have fun.
Yeah, you too. Good luck.
All right, this is going to be the Friday night game. Your Des Moines Capital JV versus Mason City. Boma's going to be in goal. And just trying to get my lineup. So Junta takes the opening face-off, sets it back up, and he passes it up into the zone. And Mason City turns around, and they're bringing it up the near side. He slips the defender, tries a point-blank shot, which is sticked away by Boma. Nelson steals the puck away from Mason City, and he taps it over the goalie's pad, forced the goalie to commit. Nelson. 3. Yes? I should have been running the clock, but that was at 14:35 here in the first period. We're back to the face-off in the center. Nelson takes it down the far side. I'm going to get everything set up so I'm running this properly, but I'm playing catch-up. It's on the near wall. Crosses over, and Mason City's trying to work it up the far boards. This turned around by Augustine. Skated back in and around. Nelson flips it out, and it goes out center ice. Skates around back our end. Cross center. Augustine, Smith to Nelson. He runs into 4 Mason's Mohawks during the line change, and it's back. We're in our defensive area, going to set it up. Missed pass goes into the Mason City end. Mason City's defending to your right as you look at it, and we're attacking in their end. Trying to get my lines up. That's Hicklin. Hicklin to Westfold. Westfold takes a shot, and it's blocked away by their goalie. Westfold takes far wall. Slips past Glovic and into neutral and into our end. Mason City in pursuit, but he flips it across to Hicklin. Hicklin looks to pop it up to neutral ice. Reed pop flies it, and their goalie collects it with the glove.
I can't believe I missed that.
It was an opportunity.
We do have the most now if that's his goal. Or it is a touchdown. So that's
Out to the blue line for Behrens and Carter, your defenders. Eden back in behind their net. He goes down. It gets fired way around, back in around all the way around back to our end. It's just under 13 minutes here in this first period of the JV game. Carter advancing with Junta. He flips it to the far corner, and it goes back in behind the net. Mason City tries to turn it around. Eden pops it up. Battles for it. Takes it off on Mason City's stick. Looks for Garnash right in front of the net, but can't get it to him. Mason City takes it, and they try and skate it clear. They don't get to it. Eden takes it away from him again. We're in a quick defensive change. Mason City forces it back in behind their net. They're going to try and change the direction, change the flow of this one. And they send it long. The ref's got his hands up for icing, and it's waved off. Capitals fire it up neutral to Logan to the near wall. He sends it in and around and is in pursuit with Nelson on the far side. Back to Logan. Nelson and Logan dueling for it. Mason City tries sending it up the wall, but it is stopped by an Augustine. Out to the blue line. An Augustine. Ryan Logan. Sin tries crossing it to his D partner, who has to send it in. Everybody gets back on side. Nelson keeps it from going out, but they're able to clear. Augustine sent it to the body of a Mason City player, and it got turned around. Far wall. Tries to send it around. Mason City's able to force it out into neutral ice. Back over to Hicklin. Forward to Nelson. Doesn't connect. But he takes it on an errant pass. Up the wall to Hicklin. He tries sending it to his defensive partner, Glovic. Glovic takes a shot just wide to the outside. Glovic takes another shot. It's wide to the right. Far wall. Mason City tries to move it forward. Whiffs on a pass, but then is able to get it forward. Westfold takes it off his stick and comes up. He fires, patted away by their goaltender. Another shot. That's sticked away. Hicklin has it at the blue line. He's trying to work it into center. I believe that's Junta. Junta takes a long pass. It goes wide right. Reed's going to carry it up the far wall. Mason City's going to try and clear. Westfold gets center ice. Over to Hicklin. Hicklin goes to try and turn it around with a Mason City player on him. Gets it loose to Glovic. Back to Hicklin. Hicklin brings it in. Reed in the center loses the handle on it. Westfold's in pursuit. 9:35 left here in this first period. Up 1-0. Your Capitals JV. That's 12 Glovic. Tries wrapping around. It's up high for Hicklin, but a Mason City player skates through him. They're in pursuit, and it's picked up. Taken off there and sent forward. Augustine moving it forward up the wall. Sends it back. This is going to be Glovic again. Glovic sends it in, and we're going to do a couple of quick changes, leaving two in, out there, and Augustine and Eden. It's back out to neutral ice for Luke Behrens. He goes in for Garnas. Behrens. Augustine skates it in against a couple of Mohawks. Shoots, but it hits a stick before it gets to its intended goal. And the ref blows a whistle. So we've got a Mohawk in the box, and we'll be on the power play. Mohawks able to clear. They send it long and around for Behrens. Junta is going to be one of your forwards. This is Ryan Logan taking it down into the near corner, back in behind the net, looking for somebody out front. He's got Augustine fighting with a defender. It's flipped out to the blue line for Junta. Leaves it for Brett Augustine, who fires, and it's in the pads. A second effort and a third effort, and the Capitals score again. That's going to clear that power play.
Leaves it for Brett Augustine.
And there's instant replay on your screen that my wife has been working on.
A second effort and a third effort, and the Capitals score again.
I do need to get back to the scoreboard, madam. So on the power play, your Capitals go up 2-0. And this is going to be, we're going to get a penalty. So the faceoff's going to be in our end, backed by the goalie Boma. And we're going to be on the penalty kill. I'll try to get you some numbers from the penalty kill unit that's out there. It's sent in, but into a body, doesn't get to Boma. Mason City tries to turn it around. They try taking a shot. It's bodied again. The defense standing tall in front of their goalie. Mason City fires one long, and Boma bodies it down and pins it. .143 left in this penalty kill. Faceoff's going to be our end near side. Puck goes down. There's some wrangling for it. Eventually, the City comes away. They fire a shot. It slides left of the post. They send it back around. Looks for another shot. They're trying to change it over to that other side. And a great defensive effort by Noah Eden using his body in front of that puck. They try sending it opposite side, and it's broken up. Eden tries sending it clear, but can't get loose. And that was a post shot by Mason City, and I'm wondering if it's off its moorings or what that call was. But that was from the far circle. And great save by the post. My son is also a goalie, and the posts are your best friends. That Boma didn't give him a lane to shoot is the idea. And we get it a long clear down back in behind their goal. Their goal is going to play it for one of theirs. Spreading out all over the ice. And I wasn't tracking where all their players were, but we had them well covered. So we've got it pinned against the two Mason City players, and ours have got the puck pinned against the back wall. And the third player comes, and that's eating up power play time. Great penalty kill effort. This is Cervantes. He's taken a couple of shots for them. He loses an edge, and it is sent back to the far end by an Augustine, I believe. Talented family. He picks it up behind theirs. They're at under 20 seconds left of their power play, down 0-2. They try and move it forward, and Reed taps it away. And their goalie's indicating, if you hear the stick tapping, you can tell that there's less than 10 seconds left of that power play. We're at 5:40 left. We're going to have a face-off center ice. 5 seconds left of the power play. Great clear. That was Junta crossing it for Reed, who had a shot and just missed, but it was a great read pulling the defender to him. And the goalie had to decide between puck and player. That one slips loose, slips past pin. Boma plays it. Sends it forward for Reed, and it gets off his stick, and it's loose in neutral ice. Reed picks it back up and tries leaving it behind for an Augustine. Augustine skates it back in behind the net, tries taking up the far wall, and Mason City's challenging him there. It's shot forward, and it's into neutral ice. Flipped forward for a couple of players, line change. Mason City tries firing it harder on the boards, and it's going to get loose for a Capital. That's Behrens, who sends it in and around. And it comes all the way out the far side for Braden Hicklin. Behrens sends it back in up the near wall. But he's gotten loose, and he's got Logan in front, but he couldn't turn around the defender. It was a real good vision to see Logan waiting there. Their goalie has to stick one away from Logan. Behrens takes a long fire into the boards, trying to spring somebody free in front of the net. Westfall's waiting there for it, but can't get. Puck doesn't reach him. Mason City pops a puck free, and it's headed down to the other end. Hicklin skating it out, sends it neutral ice for an Augustine. Mason City fires it back in and around behind the net, where Hicklin picks it up again, and it got loose. This is Ryan Logan bringing it up with speed, draws two, and their goalie has to block her one down. A shot from Logan from way out, but it had something on it. Mason City trying to bring it up. That's it. Cervantes, who comes with speed. He's taken a couple of their near-miss shots, and they're trying to work it down in the far corner. Cervantes tries turning it, but Hicklin's there and a couple other defenders for your Capitals are on the play. Reed pursuing Mason City, who thought they were going to get an easy icing or an easy play. And he takes it away from him, fires again. Their goalie has to leg pad it away. That was Junta and Nelson trying to put that rebound in, and their goalie has to hold on. All right, we're going to change a couple of players. We're going to bring in Garnass, Carter. Your faceoff's going to be Junta. Carter sends it back up the wall, looking for Eden. He skates it around, sends it back to the blue line for a long slider on the ice. And it gets eaten up. Junta back out to the line. Back out to Barons. Another shot off the goalie's leg pad. Their goalie's doing some great work, but he's already let two in, and it's looking rough. But very early in the game, we still have more than 2 minutes to play here, and only in this first period. Referee skate takes it off a Capital stick. Our thanks, as always, to the referees. Mason City's finally able to get some breathing space and clear, but we've got control of the puck. So that was Jackson Carter sending it forward. It's in the far corner. Carter keeps it from going into neutral ice, but here comes Mason City trying to get free, and it is turned around by Eden. Eden leaves it for Augustine, and he's taken into the wall. A shot from way out by Carter, goalie blocker down. Shot way out from Gabe Sin, and it goes wide. This is going to be Eden with it pinned to the wall again. Augustine goes down hard, but no call. It's pumped back in. Now it's across the blue line with Sin and another Capital, and they take it off the Mason City stick and avert that threat that they were going to get going. So this is Logan Westfold tries bringing it in, gets it turned around. 1 minute left. My clock is off. I'm not sure if this computer's clock is faster than the regular play clock, or I'm just that bad. Did I accidentally bump this scoreboard? It looks like it's in the wrong spot. Well, between periods. So we're going to have a face-off that's going to be taken by Junta. There and near side. The referees are conferring. Yep, they're swapping out. We have an Augustine out at the blue line and a Jensen Glovic at the blue line. Nelson's in for these last minute. Ryan Logan's going to be your other forward. We're going to have puck drop in just a moment, and it goes. It's out to the blue line for Augustine. He lays it back for Junta, back to Augustine. Straight up the middle and blocked away by their goalie, but that was an open lane shot. Junta here close, sends it across for Augustine, who has to sends it, and their goalie blockers another one away. Nelson tries to send it for Logan, who has to take it back into neutral ice, and will reset quick. Looks like 17 seconds left. Logan skating in, lays it back for West. Lays back for Nelson. Junta across to Augustine. Tries to go front for Glovic. Another block. Their goalie. And that's the end of the period. Your Capitals up.
That my camera, so I'm gonna send it the video, okay?
Okay. It's actually minute 7. I just caught it late, and
What is it supposed to be?
I thought that's where you put in player number.
Oh.
It would be over here, I think, but I could just take it off.
Yeah.
Okay, we are 15 seconds from the start of the second period.
No, stop that.
Okay, we're going to start the second period. I could just... All right, start of the second period. About a minute on the Capitals power play. We capitalized, pun intended, on one of the early power plays. So Junta bringing it up the near wall, sends it center, but no one can get to it. That's going to be Luke Behrens. Well, I don't know. Oh. It's back in our end. Luke Behrens sends it forward into neutral ice, but it gets to Mason City, who fires a long shot just to eat up some time. We're at 42 seconds left of that penalty. This is going to be Tyler Nelson skating it in against a whole bunch of the Mohawks. Behrens takes it off the stick of a Mason City player, tries putting it back for Nelson. And we're at even strength. So second period, 13:44 left in the second period, and faceoff's going to be their end, near side. And taking the faceoff is going to be Ben Augustine. He sends it back for Glovic, who puts it forward for Augustine, who's right in front of the doorstep, but they're between the defender and the goalie's pads, couldn't put it in the net. Glovic forward, cross ice. That was a long, pretty shot by Braden Hicklin. It went wide. It's up the near wall. Glovic at the blue line. He shoots one, and it's into the body. It's body. The goalie couldn't figure out where it went. It dropped, and it looked like
Blue line. He shoots one, and it's into
that
the
was
body.
William Reed who put that away.
It's body.
13-0-8,
The
we're up
goalie
3-0.
couldn't figure out where.
Was that Liam? 17.
I thought it was, yes, Reed. Yes. All right, so we're back in action. We're neutral ice, trying to get it forward. That's Westfold flipping into the corner. Augustine's on the wall. Another Augustine on the blue line. And Gabe Sin takes it off a Mason City player and breaks up their attack. He fires it up the wall for Augustine, but it rebounds off through Mason City territory. It's taken around. Another Augustine. We're at 12:20. Augustine fires. Goalie patted it away. Another Augustine out at the blue line. Mason City coming and try and flip one in, see if they can get something going. It goes back behind the net for Gabe Sin. Sin and Augustine take it away. They send it up the blue line, but it's almost intercepted by Mason City. But Augustine pushes right through and takes it back. Another Augustine fires it in back behind. We're going to do a quick line change. I'm still learning a lot of names. That's Brody Garness, it looks like, in the corner. That is on the doorstep. Junta couldn't put it away, and he gets pulled away by a Mason City player, but that was another opportunity set up by good passing. That shot is off the skate of a Mason City player, and it goes back in and around. They're going to try and come out up the near wall with speed, and it gets taken off his stick by Junta. What looked like going to be a speed threat absolutely shut down. It's going to be back in behind by Barons. He flips it forward for Junta. Mason City player fires it, but high and wide to the left. Mason City's going to take it back to their blue line to try and set up. Logan advancing it forward, tries to take it in and gets taken off his stick. And look, Tyler Nelson paying the favor back. Nelson on the doorstep. Ryan Logan tried feeding him. Nelson back in behind the net. He skates around, puts it out for number 8, Augustine. And it gets loose and out for our defensive pair, who are Jackson Carter and Barons. Barons is waving off. He is replaced by Jensen Glovic, who takes the puck in back to our back line. He fires it long, but he saw Logan on their blue line, who shoots. Their goalie's forced to make a save. It's back in around up the near wall. Glovic tries forcing it around back in behind the net. Mason City turning around. It's neutral ice. Augustine goes forward, picked off by a Mason City player, but back to Glovic. Going to set up with speed for Westfold. Westfold leaves it. Shot, but into another player. So this is going to be Hicklin. Hicklin across to Glovic, and he's coming with speed across the blue line. He shoots a long, slow slider, and their goalie tries to just pat it away. He puts it back out front. Long shot, and their goalie pads it away. Another shot, goalie pads away. This is Reed from the near side. He goes center. Can't quite get it to Junta. Junta tries, and we've got a referee's hand. Here at 8:56 left in the second. We are, and looks like we're gonna have a Capital sit down. And he's gonna sit Junta. We'll get what that call was soon. I apologize. My brain just doesn't follow hockey fast enough. We are back in action on the penalty kill. And we send it long, and their goalie is going to play it, and then almost gets caught. Mason City trying to get something going and run into three of theirs, run into one of ours, and they lose the control of the puck. It's in the corner for Jensen Glovik. Gabe Sin. Augustine. Mason City shot. Hits some sticks. Augustine sends it long to their end. It looked like Eden almost took that puck away. So on the penalty kill, Eden fighting with them. Got them to look the wrong way. Westfold came in, took a shot, and their goalie had to pin it to the ice before situation got even worse. We've got a minute left, minute 8 left in this penalty kill, and we just took a very high threat shot. And Judas Priest playing. Face off is going to come back. Face off Westfold. Turns around for Augustine. That's going to be Ben. I will get these right someday. He's got two Mason City players holding against the wall, and he's trying to dig it out. It comes free, but not without a cost to everybody. And this is going to be Brett Augustine skating it. He sends it forward and up around the near wall. Mason City's trying to set something up. It's picked off by Ben Augustine in their end. And couldn't capitalize on that, make a shot, but he definitely ate up some time and put another threat on their goalie, who has been really good tonight for only letting 3 in. He's faced many, many shots. So we get it going forward. That's Logan Westfold. Brett Augustine, we are under 2 seconds, and we're back at even strength. We kill off that penalty with a couple of threat shots. So that was Junta right out of the box and right off their goalie on a shot. Ryan Logan on the near wall. Barons fires one. Their goalie has to pat away. And then from the far side, it looked 17. You're William Reed again, being in the right spot, putting it away for goal number
Ryan
4 here
Logan
at 6:37 in the second.
Barons fires one.
So there's your instant replay if you're watching on the screen that my wife has been working so hard on. We're going to have another face-off. So Barons tips one in. He's trying to get it to Tyler Nelson. A long shot from the blue line by Jackson Carter runs into a whole lot of bodies, and we skate it back out to neutral ice. Ryan Logan back to the defensive pair. Barons and Jackson Carter tied up in the near wall. Nelson forces it in. Mason City tries to clear, but it's off Logan's skate, and he tries to send it up, and Barons sends it back in. Logan following it in. They try up the near wall again, and Barons tries to slow it down, but it gets neutral ice. Carter. Over to William Reed, who's having a night. are able to keep control, but we're forced back into neutral ice, and we get back on side and do a quick line change. Barons forward to Eden. He runs into a pile of people. Augustine back to Barons. Barons fires one, and their goalie has to leg pad it away. Ben Augustine in the corner. Mason City tries advancing it. Barons sends it back for Ben Augustine, who he tries to get it center. There's some bumping, but it gets loose and comes up the near wall and back into our end. Under 5 left here in this second period. Ben Augustine to Brady Garnas. Mason City tries getting through, and they're not getting through Jensen Glovic, who sticks it away. Ben Augustine's able to put it back to neutral ice. Mason City trying to organize something. There's a long shot out, knocked down by Boma, so he finally gets some activity. Don't mean to jinx him, but he's doing the few opportunities he had has been great. So Eden, Augustine. And Augustine's going off. He sends it in for Eden. And for Westfold, Westfold back in behind. He sends it out to the blue line for Glovic. Glovic shoots one that ends up going high. Westfold near wall. He tries steering it in. Hicklin to Glovic, who just at the last moment was able to redirect.
He tries steering it in.
It came in from the blue line, and he was able to redirect it, and that's so that was Noah Eden with that. Noah Eden also having himself a night. That's 5 goals with 3:50 left here in the second period. I'll get you back to your scoreboard. All right, so we're threatening again. Westfold fires. Their goalie tries to knock it away, but can't get it too cleared, and we pick it up. We're going to turn it right back around and fire. Junta fires, and they leg pad it away. And then at point blank range, a couple of players are sticking it around. Face off their end, far side with our advantage, 5 goals. Hicklin keeps it in, just barely hung onto it at the blue line, but Mason City is able to fire it long side, and they've got someone who might be able, nope, he did not have the ice and the time to get to the goalie. Our defense clamped down on him. They're going to work it back to their blue line, but it is tipped away by Reed. Back in behind the net, Glovic's going to control it. He sends it near wall to Reed, who centers it for Junta, who does a nifty little stick pull. He's got Westfold with him, but Mason City's able to get it back to neutral ice. Another shot by Mason City, expertly gloved by Boma. This will be a face-off our end near side. And it's going to be taken by Ben Augustine. Brett Augustine's also out there, and he takes it and fires it up the near wall with Logan in pursuit and Tyler Nelson. But it's going to be an icing. 2:39 left here in this second period. Your Capitals are up 5-0 against Mason City, this JV game. Augustine's going to take the face off again. Puck hits the ice. Augustine skates it around. He sends it up, and it ends up with Nelson moving forward up the far wall. He looks center for Augustine. Augustine tries. Their goalie is able to knock it down, but it drops right in the lap of Nelson, or Logan, who can't send it home. Another shot on them that their goalie is padded away. It's Brett Augustine at the blue line. He sends it to Gabe Sin. who sends it rocketing around the dashers. Augustine near wall. Nelson skating in. Leaves it for Sin, who shoots, but it's off a skater. Augustine turns around, skates it in. He shot Nelson. It's their goalie knocks it down. That was laid back for Ryan Logan. That was a nice shot, knocked down by Boma. He couldn't track it down until his defender came in and protected him. But he stopped the shot, dropped the puck, did his job, and his defense picked him up. 1:27 left here in the second. Mason City gets a shot, and Boma sticks one away. So he's seen a couple of shots now at the end of this second period. It's on the near wall for Carter. Back to Behrens. And Mason City player tries to body him away. That's not going to happen for 6'5" Behrens. Looks up center for Reed and Eden, and they're going to be able to get it. Carter sends it forward. Mason City tries sending it back up the wall. Carter tries to shoot. It comes off the back wall, and their goalie gloves it down. We're at 47 seconds here in this second period of your JV game. Your Capitals are up 5-0. Mason City's going to trade out all their bodies, and we're going to have William Reed take this face-off. Behrens and Jackson Carter are your defensive pair. Behrens keeping it in, sends it up the near wall. And then Mason City tries continuing it on its journey. Brody Garnes seeing the ice. Jackson Carter over to Eden. Eden on the near wall. Tries a move and is sticked away. We're under 20 seconds. Face-off is going to be their end near side. 19 seconds left in this second period. Puck hits the ice and the clock is winding down in the second period. Mason City player tries a little lift along the wall to get around Augustine. That's not going to happen. They take it back to neutral ice, and their goalie is pulled for a holding penalty. Oh, so that penalty is going to go. We'll start that at the beginning of the next period. So we'll start the third period on the penalty kill, but the players are going to leave the ice for a while. And we'll do a little ice cut. Get the resurfacer out for the between periods, and then we'll come back for the third period. All right. So we are about to do puck drop for the start of the third period. It looks like Ben Augustine is in the penalty box to start this period, and we're underway. Penalty kill. Excuse me. Sin fires it long, deep, and around. Mason City tries to turn it the other way. And Taylor Nelson fires it, steals it, and gets it to Logan, who took a shot on the penalty kill, skating around like it was practice. It was ugly. All right, so we send it back in and keep their power play unit on the back foot. They're trying to come forward with speed, and it gets taken away by Brett Augustine. Nelson collects it over to Augustine. Augustine sends it towards their goalie, who almost misplays it. He's had a whole lot of action this game and has been great, just still let 5 in. But percentage-wise, it probably looks great. We're under a minute left of this power play, or penalty kill, excuse me, for your Capitals. And they finally get it into our end. Skater looking for a shot. And that shot was broken up by Westfold, who sends it forward in pursuit. And they send it up the ice, where it's picked off by Hicklin. But one of their players got the jump on Hicklin, skates it back around behind the net. But is forced out to neutral ice on the far side. Back up against the wall. The near wall, Hicklin in pursuit. Tries centering it forward, knocked away by Jensen Glovic. And we're back in their end. They try switching sides. 10 seconds left in this penalty kill. Mason City player left alone on the wing, fires, and Boma blocks it away. And we are at full strength. And one that went deep into their end is picked up by Augustine, who passes it to sets up Glovic right in the slot, and he hammers it home. That looked like just a defensive miscue on Mason City.
And one that went deep
Was
into
able
their
to pick it
end
up,
is
and
picked
Glovic
up
skated
by
right to where he was supposed to
Augustine.
be. Tape-to-tape pass, and
Passes
in
it
the net.
to
The way it
sets
says
up
written up.
Glovic right in the.
Brett?
Glovic?
Oh, no, Brett.
The assist was Augustine, but I thought it was.
All right.
So we're 6-0, 12. Mason City tries to turn it around. They send it, but it is right to one of our players. Ben Augustine tries to sends it forward into neutral ice. Mason City tries doing something with it. This is Carter to Garnes, deep into their ice, with Eden in pursuit. He picks it up on the wall, around the wall, gets it around his Mason City defender. Tries to get it for Garnes up the middle. Augustine wrapping around the goal, he's got Garnes in the middle. He's got Carter on the blue line, sends it back for Eden in the corner, and he is knocked down, but his defender goes with him. It's on the far wall for Behrens. He tries sending it forward, and that was a shot by Augustine, but couldn't get past their goalie. Back to Carter in our blue line. Carter looking forward. He fires a long shot, and it's patted away by their goaltender. Behrens turns on a shot. Eden tries a shot, and we're stoppage of play. I think the ref saw that there was a Capital down with their goalie, and it was going to be not ideal playing position. Someone could get hurt. The clock is running still. I assume that's the 6th goal. issue, and we're face off their end. And that's going to stop the clock at 10:35, but I thought the clock was still running. So at 10:35 in the third, we're going to be on the penalty kill, which has been a power kill recently, which you love to hear. Face off our end, sent up the far wall and into neutral ice. Ryan Logan in pursuit. Back into our end. Back skating. Some fancy. Flipped it forward into neutral ice, looking for Logan. He gloves it down, but it goes to a Mason City player. And they skate to neutral ice, but it's taken over by us. Mason City just trying to find a hole to get through. Logan picks it up. He tries to send it in. He gets it to Nelson, who's bringing up the near wall. He tries to shoot, but it's defended. Far wall, blue line. Kept in by Augustine. It slips past, and they're pushing through. A long, slow shot that's sticked away by Boma. And it is launched to their end, where their goalie plays it dangerously. We're at 9:30 here in the third. Down, up 6-0 over Mason City in the JV game. Reed pushes it forward, and he tries taking it off the stick of a Mason City player. It's back into their end against the back wall with no one playing it. I think that's Reed came in and got it again. Hicklin fires one from way out. It's off a shin guard from the sound of it. Glovic fighting for it. It's headed deep in our end where Westfold picks it up. He's got Hicklin across ice. He's got two Mason City players on him, and he steps around them. Mason City fires a long shot, nothing. And we're going to, that is a shot from the blue line that Boma read all the way and glove down. Clock is running at 8:33. Face-off, we're going to be at even strength. Face-off is our end, near side. Face-off, up the wall, and so we have a stoppage. I'm going to figure out what I'm looking at, and that's another Capital player going in. So we'll be again on the power kill. This is Reed coming with speed. He ends up with two defenders taking the puck away from him. Mason City tries to turn it around. And they try coming down. Westfold takes it in the deep corner back behind his net. It's around to Augustine. And it's up the far wall where Mason City and the referee try and keep it in. Flipped long with Westfold in pursuit. And it's up the near wall. Carter's going to get it. Carter shoots. Stick and blocker, goalie covers. Under 7:40 left. A minute 20 left, but the clock is running. So the penalty kill unit's going to come out for a face-off. Their end, near side. That's Eden powering through. After he takes that puck, he turns around, tries to stick away. He gets one through the crease and just misses the far post on a slow roller. Garnas, Mason City player, tries flipping it over our head. Carter in pursuit. Back wall. They had a guy up center, but we had a defender to match that play. So Eden takes it back behind our blue line. 30 seconds left of this penalty kill. Mason City player going all out, trying to make something happen. That's going to be Eden. Garnass in pursuit. Eden's coming off. Carter's coming off. Glovic is on. And Hicklin is on. And we are at 10 seconds left of this penalty kill. Hicklin sends it up the near wall for Logan. Mason City tries sending it back around the far side, and we turn it around. Junta on the back wall in pursuit. Logan joins in. Nelson takes it back in behind their net. Mason City moves it up. They're waving off icing. Boma lays it for Glovic, who brings it up to near wall to Nelson, who puts it into neutral ice. They try a long chopper that is off the stick of one of our players. 5:40 left here in the third. It's up the far wall for Logan. Shot off a body. Sounded solid. No one went down, thankfully. Nelson in their end. Hands it off to Logan, and there who fires, and their goalie's able to keep it up under his chin against the dangler. But the police, Synchronicity, playing in the background. Not sure what we're supposed to take away from that. This is the way we started. Cedar Rapids was shutting them out. Under 5 minutes left. When Boma's been challenged, he's been great. When their goalie has also been great, but just has been faced a lot of really quality shots. Westfold brings one in. Their goalie's able to stand tall and put it away, but can't control it. Westfold fighting for it. Barron sends it into the far corner for Augustine. Mason City's had enough, and they just send it long, and it's all the way to our end in icing. 4:15 left, running clock on the icing. Face off their end. They try advancing it. We have control, but we take it into neutral ice with Augustine. He skates it. Augustine into the near corner, up the wall for Carter. Carter takes a long shot wide left. Westfold setting him up. Barons tries tipping it in for Augustine, but it gets loose and heads to our end. That's going to be Gabe Sin collecting that. Westfold lays it back for Augustine. Augustine shoots this just wide, but they caught the goalie looking one way and shot the other. Great setup. Sin sends it for Westfold. Westfold's between the legs of a defender. That's a long kick save their goaltender just made. From the far side, that might have been Eden on the shot, I'm not sure. But the far wall is now Eden, one of our players pinned against the wall. Westfold takes it out of the mess to Sin. Sin takes a long shot on the ice, and it's wide left. Rebound comes back for Augustine. He can't control it. Mason City's trying to get it clear to Sin, to center ice. That looks like Augustine. Back to Sin. Augustine. 2:25 left here. Westfold's got it left alone. Their goalie has to just punch it out of the air. And then on the comeback with Augustine, he has to pin it to the ice. Augustine getting a little suggestions from the Mason City about how to improve his play from the pushing and poking. I'm sure was well-intentioned. Nelson's going to take the face off. Their end, far side. Garnass is in there as a forward. Hicklin's out on the blue line. That's a long shot off a body and gets around the far side. Nelson in the corner to Garnass. He's challenging for it. Nelson puts it back in. He's looking center. He is able to fire one in and fix the goalie. Real
He's
deep angle
challenging
shot
for
by
it.
Nelson.
Nelson puts it back in.
That makes it 7
He's
with a
looking
minute
center.
34 left.
He is
In sportsmanlike, there's no victories down the bench. Minute 34 and counting down. So face-off neutral ice forward for Nelson. He gets it out to the blue line for Glovic. Glovic takes a long shot up and away, tapped by the goalie. Hicklin on the blue line makes a great move to evade an attacker. And that's a blue line shot from Glovic. I'm not sure if that's going to be an
Hicklin on the
unassisted
blue
or if we're
line
going to
makes
give
a great move to evade
Hicklin the assist for
an
crossing the ice to
attacker.
the
And
wide
that's a
open Glovic.
blue line
Took a long
shot
shot. Got
from
past their
Glove.
goalie. I'd really like to see their percentages because their goalie is taking so many shots. It's been ugly. Face off, center ice. 20 seconds left. Augustine alone fires. Their goalie gloves it and controls it. A little dueling with sticks. And I believe we're going to go referee indifference as this time will run out.